All right, Miss Katie, so we looked at your arms. Good news is that you're a great candidate, and I know we can get you where you want to be. So now I'm going to show you some photos. I know I said it earlier, but from our standpoint, super, super important that we show you our own clients. I know what the treatment plan was. I know exactly how we got them there. And in addition, I know that you said you were on a weight loss journey. I'm only going to show you people who only did CoolSculpting. So how do we know that? They're within 3 pounds of their original weight. And as we discussed, CoolSculpting is not weight loss. It's more about circumferential reduction and just volume reduction. So anyone I show you that's within 3 pounds, we can safely assume that the technology got them there. And that way we can absolutely replicate those results for you. So I'm going to look at photos. I'm going to pick people that look similar to you, but sometimes it's good for you to say, hey, that person looks like me as well.
Okay.
So we can kind of, map out where you are today versus where you're going to be in 2 to 4 months down the road. So I think she is an absolutely wonderful example. Very, very similar to you. She has beautiful skin, just a little extra tissue right here. And like you, she said, guess what? I'm doing the right things, but it's just not changing my arms. And if I do any exercises, I feel like they bulk up versus lean out. So we did the same treatment plan, and you can obviously see that that tissue has started to pull up really nicely. We obviously had the conversation about timeline, 2 to 4 month process.
Okay.
So this is at 8 weeks, definitely starting to see some nice reduction, but she still had 2 more months to see full results. But also you can see that her skin's not being negatively impacted, which is pretty important. Can you see the reduction in that one?
I love it.
Perfect. So this next one, I show people for a few different reasons. A, totally unrealistic
Okay.
for one reduction, and secondarily, at 4 weeks, super, super fast.
Okay.
But this is a good one to show because if she had that much reduction that fast and her skin still looks beautiful, we know that yours isn't going to be negatively impacted.
Okay.
But I would say this is much more similar to a reduction you would anticipate if you did it 2 to 3 times. I know your arms are the only area that bother you, so you're going to be best served by at least doing it twice.
Okay.
This is one of my favorites. She had a similar story to you. She just felt like genetically that it never worked, that she was always going to have fat arms, that she was destined to have bat wings. Anytime she went to a family reunion, all her family would cover up, and she was actually able to go to her reunion a few years ago, and she just said it was the first time that I was able to wear something sleeveless and show off my arms.
That's incredible.
So obviously this is after 1 treatment. So as you and I talked about, some people are like, nope, I want 2, I want 3, let's get it going. And other people say, hey, let me see how great it is and wait the full 16 weeks to see the reduction, and then I'll decide if I want to do more. So Anne was one of those people. So obviously at that full 16 weeks, you can see her skin looks great. This volume has certainly begun to retract, and she was enthused and wanted more. So this was after a 2nd round. You can see it's even more dramatic, just even in the length of that. Versus that, you can see it's pulling up beautifully. And then she opted to do a 3rd one, and this is 8 weeks into the 3rd. So she still has 2 more months, but absolutely a remarkable change for her arms.